Hi guys, so I've been meaning to do this one for a while now. If you follow me on Twitter, you will know all about the campaign I'm trying to set up to stamp out online bullying. Now, bullying is never acceptable, whether it's face-to-face or online, and as someone who's experienced both in my life, I've decided that basically enough is enough, and it's time to put this appalling behaviour to an end. So some background details on online bullying. This is obviously a fairly new thing. The internet hasn't been around all that long. Recently there have been stories surfacing of people taking their own lives because the bullying online has just got too much. It's got so out of control. Often users experience online bullying or trolling through social networking sites. So we're talking Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Ask.fm. It's basically when somebody will leave a vicious comment or a nasty question or something like that to try and belittle someone and to drive down their self-esteem. This can have terrifying effects on a person's psyche, and it can lead them to thinking the only way out is, well, the most terrifying way out. It can also happen on YouTube. There have been cases of really nasty comments being left on people's videos that have led to some really, really negative things happening in their lives. And there was another form of bullying that recently surfaced, recently reported, where someone was asked to send intimate photos to someone they thought they were in an online relationship with. Turned out that wasn't the case, and actually they were blackmailed. As a result, it was threatened that these pictures would be leaked to their friends and family. As a result, they took their own lives. So these are all sorts of forms of bullying that you can experience online. Stand up and make yourself count. Stand up and stop yourself from falling. So unfortunately, the internet is still struggling with how bullying can be prevented. Again, because it's new technology and these are new issues. I mean, who should regulate the content online? Who should take the overall responsibility? Should it be the internet service providers? Should it be the website owners? Should it be the people that use them? And how about the police? Where do they come in as far as internet content is concerned? While these questions are being answered, there are some things that you can do to help. Stand up and make yourself count. Stand up and stop yourself from falling. Okay, so if you use Tumblr and Ask.fm, you'll be familiar with how people can ask anonymous questions on there. Well, they can ask you questions. Both websites do actually give you an option to have people ask anonymous questions. This is fine, but of course it can be abused, and it has been abused. If you receive negative statements, comments, questions, remove the option for people to leave you an anonymous question. Make people show their face. Stand up and make yourself count. Stand up and stop yourself from falling. Let's be honest, we all love having loads of Facebook friends, loads of Twitter followers. Of course we do. Unfortunately, some online bullying is from people that we already know. I have actually experienced this myself. I have known the perpetrators. So, if you are already a victim of this, block their account. Just block their account. Also, don't accept friend requests from anyone that you don't know or you don't trust. And, again, report accounts if you are unsure that this is someone being genuine. If you're still having trouble with things like Twitter, you can actually block and report accounts there as well. But if you're still having trouble, you can lock your Twitter account so that you have to approve new followers. You can also increase your privacy settings on Facebook so that it makes it more difficult for people to find you if you're worried that someone or a group of people specifically might find your account. Also, you can lock your individual tweets and Facebook statuses, so if you're a bit worried that you might get negative comments from some people that wouldn't normally do it and you don't want to block them completely, then you can always cut them out from seeing that tweet or that status. Stand up and make yourself count. Stand up and stop yourself from falling. Help others out. If you're online and you happen to see someone being bullied on the receiving end of it, support that person. Give them some advice as to how they can help to combat this bullying. and let them know that they're not alone, because oftentimes when you're sat there with your laptop or your computer, your mobile phone, and you're on Twitter or Facebook, you feel quite isolated. But just let them know that actually you've seen this and that they don't have to put up with this and that they have some support from somewhere.
Stand up and make yourself count. Stand up and stop yourself from falling.
Remember, speak to others online as you would like to be spoken to. Never say anything hurtful online. You don't know how it will affect, how someone feels. And even if you don't intend it to hurt someone, it just might. I mean, quite often the written word can be taken out of context, and you really don't want to actually be winding people up online. It's not fair. So, just think before you type. You'd think before you speak, right? I hope so.
Stand up and make yourself count. Stand up and stop yourself from falling.
Remember, internet trolls rely on the anonymity that the internet can give them. Not being face-to-face means that they can't see the emotional effect that their words have on you, and they are unable to empathise with how with you. Just don't react to their spite. It sounds like a difficult thing to actually put into practice, but just ignore them. So those are things you can do to stay safe. Please set a good example online and, denounce the bullying and the trolls. Don't stand for the terrible behaviour of others. And, you can help to stamp it out. I mean, the internet should be a safe and happy place where we can all support each other and we can build connections to other people. Let's try and keep it that way, the way it was intended. And, end online bullying.
Stand up and make yourself count. Stand up and stop yourself from